I said, you want to come back on one road trip? I told my wife that one time. She came, I think she went to New York with me for 3 days, and the second day she was ready to come home.
Okay, so you thought it was glamorous and fun to be a Major League ball player and travel around the country on Ray Kroc's very own personal 727. I thought so too. But the players, most of them, think it's a drag. Even with Air Kroc and $50 a night hotels and expense money, the young players dislike the travel, the veteran players hate it. Jerry Coleman has been at this almost his entire adult life. A New York Yankee player, Yankee and Padre broadcaster, now Padre manager. He thinks so too. Too many hours of travel, too many hours of boredom, too many hours away from the family.
I don't really pay much attention to it anymore. I know that tomorrow we're going to be in Atlanta, and on Friday we're going to be in Los Angeles, and I just, you become a robot after a while, and you just follow the crowd. So it isn't that bad. I don't like being away from home. That's the thing I don't like. The traveling part of it is incidental. It's part of my job, and I really accept it as it is. It's harder now than it was when I was playing, I assure you.
This Padre trip, first stop San Francisco, a 4-game series with the Giants. Then it's on to Atlanta, back to Los Angeles, then home to San Diego. Okay, it does sound tiring, but this is not Dubuque. This is San Francisco, city by the bay, I left my heart, etc. If the players can't have fun in San Francisco, they can't have fun.
We got them naked for the 80s right here. Come on in, gang. Take a look. Why not? Totally new.
Game time, finally, on the first day of the trip, so the players' moods are fine. But check them about a week from now when they lose 3 straight to Atlanta. Hostile. Losing magnifies one of the major complaints of the family men on the road. After baseball, there is nothing to do.
Myself and Randy Jones, we go out and go to a movie once in a while, go out and have dinner, and we sit around in a room and play cards. Me and Freddie Kendall and Randy, we play cards at night after a game or something. But there's not really too much else to do, and right around September it gets kind of boring, especially if you're 20 games out of first place.
Herman going with it. Long one for Turner, and he won't catch up with it.
Honestly, most Padre players have told me they would just as soon play all their games at home and never even see the road, with the planes, the buses, the hotels, the idiotic fans. There is one glaring exception, though. Left-hander Gary Lucas, who is a rookie, unaffected, unassuming, loving every minute of it, because it's his first year in the major leagues, with the first-class accommodations, after years in the minor leagues with the third-class accommodations.
I remember the longest bus ride I ever took was, I believe, to Shreveport, Louisiana in '78 from Amarillo, and it took us about 18 hours all total with stops. And it's great. I love every minute of it and enjoying every minute of it, from the plane flight to life around the hotel and so forth. They take good care of you up here. It's something you dream about, and once you get here, you really appreciate it. And myself especially, because I've gone through the long bus rides and the $6 a day meal money and trying to scramble to find McDonald's or Jack in the Box or something like that and feeling that I had a pretty good meal. It's something that I really appreciate now that I'm in the big leagues.
Speaking of money, in addition to their salaries, on the road, the players get $29.50 a day for meals, plus $99.50 a week for expenses, which sounds good, unless you want to eat. In the hotels, that's impossible, as we learned in this breakfast with Randy Jones in San Francisco. I mean, check out the menu at this hotel in Frisco. 2 eggs, over greasy, $3.10. The Eggs Benedict, even better, $5.65. Of course, you can get a cup of coffee with it for $1.50. The ham and cheese sandwich is $4 1/4, and a lousy hamburger steak, $13.50.
Well, the per diem, isn't enough. You always go above your per diem. I've been doing that for years, though, because just basically the per diem will get you through if you like peanut butter and jelly.
Not only that, but how bad is the food? Your breakfast was caca.
Oh, wasn't that great? had to beat my bacon so it didn't walk off my plate.
I love turkey! Hey, you guys cut it out, man. I'm trying to make myself a star here.
A little insanity, which you have to keep things light. And the Padres have it in number 7, Kurt Bevacqua. And you and I both know that playing baseball and traveling is not really work like the players think. But a San Diego to San Francisco to Atlanta to Los Angeles to San Diego trip does get a little old, and you have to have someone to keep the players loose. This is that someone. Bevacqua will do anything for a prank, and has, and finds humor in any situation. Even players' fear of flying and crash landings.
We were on a flight when I was in Pittsburgh in '74 from Sarasota, Florida to St. Louis, Missouri. And I think we were the only plane in the air because they had tornadoes, thunderstorms in the whole area. There were no commercial flights at all. There were prayer beads out. Richie Zist held on to the seat so tight, I think he crushed the handles in and you couldn't put them back anymore. Dale Maxwell and Bob Robertson were standing up in the back of the plane hollering that we were all going to die. And Manny Sanguillen was actually on his knees praying. He didn't care about the seat belts.
Have you done any crazy stuff on the road? Minor leagues, major leagues?
Oh, I don't have to be on the road to do that.
So the Padre players are fairly unanimous. They don't like the road with the planes, the buses, hotel lobbies, food, and all that. You and I both know it would be nice to do it if we could get it, as long as we didn't have to do it that often. The Padres, though, they left again today to start it all over again. Ted Leitner, News 8 with the Padres on the road en route to Pittsburgh.